A day in the life of an EMT. They say life can change in an instant. For an EMT, that instant comes multiple times a day. Every call, every beep of the pager, every 911 dispatch. For those who answer, there is no typical day. Only chaos, adrenaline, fear, and hope. This is a day in the life of an EMT. 5:30 a.m. The alarm. The sun hasn't risen. The world is still quiet, but in the ambulance bay, lights flicker on, engines hum, equipment clicks into place. A soft vibration from the pager breaks the silence. Your heart jumps. You're awake now, alert. There's no time to think about sleep. Coffee is optional. Adrenaline is mandatory. You grab your uniform, check your gear, stethoscope, gloves, oxygen masks, trauma kits. Everything must be ready. Every strap, every line, every tool meticulously inspected, because the first call could be life or death, and there's no second chance. 6 a.m. Briefing and team check in. In the station, the crew gathers. A quick briefing sets the stage for the day. Weather, traffic, hospital alerts, and any ongoing emergencies. This is a team built on trust, trained to function under extreme pressure. Your partner nods. You nod back. A silent understanding passes between you. We don't always get to see the end result, your captain says, but every time we make it to a patient, we make a difference. It's easy to say, harder to live by when the first call hits and the chaos begins. 6:25 a.m. First call. The pager beeps urgently. Dispatch crackles over the radio. EMS, respond to 451 Maple Street. Female, 45, chest pain. You and your partner slide into the ambulance. Seatbelts click, sirens wail. The city blurs outside the windshield. Chest pain. Those words carry weight. It could be a heart attack, a panic attack, or something catastrophic. There's no time to speculate. Inside, you mentally run through the checklist. Oxygen, IV, EKG, medications. Adrenaline surges, heart rate climbs. You arrive. The patient is pale, sweating, gripping her chest. You approach calmly. Hi, I'm Jayla. I'm an EMT. We're here to help you. Can you tell me your name? Voice calm, hands steady. Inside, your mind races. Chest pain calls are critical. Every second counts. You set up the monitor, apply oxygen, assess vitals, and reassure the patient with a quiet confidence. The doctor will take over at the hospital, but you've stabilized her. You've given her a fighting chance. Another call comes in while she's still on the stretcher. The world doesn't stop. The sirens never rest. 8 a.m. The nerve-wracking moment. Not every call is dramatic. Sometimes it's a nosebleed, or a sprained ankle, or a panic attack in a grocery store. But every call is unpredictable. Even something minor can become life-threatening in seconds. A patient could faint. A bleeding artery could erupt. A child could stop breathing. Being an EMT requires constant vigilance. You must think critically, anticipate complications, and act fast, all while keeping the patient calm. Your mind is always calculating. What could go wrong? How do I prevent it? What's next? It's exhausting. It's terrifying. And it's exhilarating. 10 a.m. Surviving the chaos. Some days it feels like you're moving through a battlefield. Sirens, alarms, radios, every sound adds tension. You are self-sufficient. You rely on your training, your instincts, and your team. But sometimes it's just you and the patient. A young man involved in a car accident lies on the pavement, barely conscious. You move quickly, assess his airway, breathing, circulation, immobilize his spine, apply oxygen. Every action matters. Every mistake could be fatal. And yet, you remain calm. Because if you panic, the patient panics. If you falter, someone dies. 12 p.m. The humanity in the middle of chaos. Amid adrenaline and chaos, there are moments that remind you why you do this job. The small gestures, the silent gratitude, a patient squeezing your hand, whispering thank you between labored breaths, a parent crying tears of relief when you reassure their child is safe. These moments make the stress bearable. These moments make the heartbreak worth it, but they are fleeting. The next call comes in, and suddenly the tears, the gratitude, the relief, all must wait. 1:30 p.m. Training never stops. Even experienced EMTs never stop learning. Continuing education is mandatory. You review new protocols, practice CPR, manage trauma simulations. Every refresher could mean the difference between life and death. An EMT must be prepared for anything: chemical spills, multi-vehicle collisions, cardiac arrests, violent patients. You are trained to think critically, act decisively, and remain composed under pressure, because hesitation is fatal. 3 p.m. The emotional toll. Not every patient survives. Sometimes you do everything right, and the outcome is tragic. Families wail, tears flow, and there is nothing you can do but be present. The weight of failure, even when it's not your fault, can linger. But the next call is already coming in. There's no time to dwell. You carry the memories quietly, channeling them into determination for the next patient. 4:45 p.m. Cleaning and resetting after each call. You disinfect the stretcher, sanitize the equipment, check medications, restock supplies. It's tedious, it's monotonous, but it's essential, because the next patient may be critically injured. A lapse in preparation could cost a life. The ambulance becomes more than a vehicle. It is a lifeline, a mobile ICU, a bridge between life and death. 6 p.m. The community EMTs often speak of the station as family. The camaraderie is essential. You share the laughter, the stories, the moments of relief. You lean on each other when calls get heavy. New EMTs are mentored, supported, guided, because this is a community built not just on skill, but on trust, empathy, and resilience. 7:30 p.m. Night calls begin. Night is the most unpredictable. Drunks, domestic violence, overdoses, accidents in the dark, sirens pierce the silence, streetlights blur past. Every shadow could hide danger. You arrive at a scene, a teenager unconscious after a suspected overdose. You act fast. Airway management, oxygen, vitals, rapid transport. The clock is relentless. You pray the patient survives the trip to the hospital. In these moments, adrenaline is your ally, fear is your constant companion, and hope is the only thing that drives you forward. 11 p.m. Reflection in silence. Finally, a moment of quiet. You sit in the ambulance bay, helmet off, gloves discarded. The world outside sleeps. You think about the patients you helped, the ones you couldn't, the moments that shook you, the lives that changed because of your presence. This is why you do it. Because in the chaos of sirens, the screams, the fear, you are the calm. You are the lifeline. You are the difference between life and death. The unsung heroes. Being an EMT isn't glamorous. It isn't a job for the faint-hearted. It's relentless, emotional, exhausting, and dangerous. It's seeing humanity at its best and its worst in a single day. It's adrenaline and heartbreak, hope and despair, chaos and calm, all at once. But it is also profoundly rewarding. Every life you touch, every panic you ease, every heartbeat you stabilize, you make a difference. And tomorrow, you will do it all again. Because that's what EMTs do. They show up, they save lives, they carry the weight of the world, one call at a time. If you want more powerful, emotional, and real daily life of professionals from the front lines of our world, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and stay with us. More stories are waiting in the shadows.